All right, guys, TEPCO Cycle Repair. We were heading into the shop. I rode my Beta, and the power is kind of boring and flat. Not the bike's fault, though. We got to do some tuning. Remember, I got that Avgas in there, and it's making it run a little bit rich. So I got to adjust that. I'm going to go leaner with the pilot, leaner with the main. I'm going to adjust the power valve, take it out in the street. All right, guys, so tuning this is not that big of a deal. The easiest way is going to be to swing the subframe up. So basically, you're just going to loosen these on both sides. You're going to take these out, and you're going to swing it up. And when you do, you want to take off your boots here, the clamps for your boots, the fuel line. Get the tank out of the way. It's super easy to get off, so you can get to it quickly. Completely crushed in the skid plate. Alright, guys, so let's open this up. This is the first time this car was being opened, so I'm going to go ahead and do my little automatic center punch. I'm going to replace all these Phillips heads with, I don't mind, I put these Allen heads on there. It's much easier to get them off in the future. You don't have to worry about stripping them. Alright, so first off, let's check out our float level, see where we're at there. Alright, float is at 6.77. That's fine. Is a 45, and we're going to swap that out with a 40. Alright, so I'm dropping a 40 in here, and you know the pilot is off when you're trying to do the adjustments with your mixture screw, and you're turning it back and forth and nothing's happening, so that's a good sign. Nothing was happening with this one, so we're going to change that. The main jet here, we're going to throw in a 158. There should be a 160 in here, so let me pull this out. Yep, and that's a 160, and for that one we're dropping in a 158. All right, so we're dropping a 158 in there. And this should help with the aviation fuel because the Avgas runs a little rich. It is acting rich, so we're good there. Float height is good. Jets are changed now. I'm going to change the needle too. I'm going to drop it. I'm going to drop it one clip, so I'm going to move the clip up one, so we have a little bit leaner needle also. All right, so the clip I moved from the number 3 to the number 2, so it dropped it down one notch. Also, guys, people say that Avgas makes it hard to start, so I'm going to show you here. This ice cold, okay, and I'll show you how easy it starts. This Avgas. I think tuning makes it hard to start, not Avgas. Oh yeah, guys, now we're talking. It's so much better with that jetting change. Now it's yanking power wheelies, second gear no problem, third gear yank it up, all on power. It was not even close to that before. It was way too rich. So yeah, a whole lot better. A whole lot better. And I haven't even done the power valve adjustment yet. So there's my exhaust. Burning clean, looking good. And my exhaust, I mean, the power valve is still dialed in, so we're going to go ahead and dial that out flush, because and then that'll really wake this bike up. But man, that jetting change made a difference. Holy cow, it's a whole nother bike now. Now I'm happy. Guys, it is so much better now, and that is just a start. I feel like I can go leaner on the Pilot Jet because it's still got a little crackling off of idle, kind of. It's not real smooth off a fully closed throttle. But holy cow, it's so much better. I'm serious. When I got it and rode it, I thought, man, I made a mistake. This bike has like no power, and it's just so flat. But yeah, huge difference in jetting. Don't be afraid to go, you know, a jetting size or two leaner or richer to see what your bike does. You got to mess around with it to see what it does and see how it feels. Now, this is just the beginning. I got to take it in the woods. I got to do some long climbs with it. I got to see if it, you know, if it lugs along really good or what it does. I got to see how it acts. But right now, it's acting still a little bit rich on the low quarter throttle openings. Mid feels good. The needle feels okay. So I'm going to mess around with it a little bit more. But I just want to let you guys know that that little bit of jetting change really woke the bike up. Don't be afraid to do it. Ride it a little bit. If the bike is not acting right, if you got a lot of smoke coming out, if you got spooge running down your pipe, if you got a mess going on there, you need to make some changes. You need to make it right. It's important that your bike is jetted properly, not only for riding, but for the health of the bike. You don't want to clog up your power valves. You don't want to clog up your silencer packing. It makes a mess, and the bike is just not running right. And it's not going to give you the pull and the luggability and the characteristics that a good bike that's jetted properly should. Bike runner Rich is going to just gurgle all over the place, and there's just all kinds of different problems. So don't just accept when your bike is blowing smoke and making a mess. Get it right. Hopefully this helped you out a little bit, guys. I showed you what I did to my bike exactly, and it's really cold out. It's probably in the 35 degree range where I'm riding. So when it warms up, it's going to be even richer. So I'm going to run a little bit on the lean side now because it's so cold. I usually don't ride too much in this temperature anyway. So please hit the like button, guys. Subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications, guys. Until next time. Beta videos still coming your way. It's Tepco Cycle Repair. Thanks.